Dear friends, I am very happy to welcome all of you to the third day of our research talk series. Today with us, Dr.K.S.Sajan sir is there. Sir is from NSS Training College, Ottapalam, a well-known academician, especially statistics and all, an excellent one. Even I was attended sessions of sir, I really enjoyed it. And in online, a lot of friends are there. Especially, I will give. I have to mention. Not able to mention the name of all my friends, those who are there in the online platform. So welcome all of you. So for welcoming our chief guest of the day, Sajan sir, I welcome Dr. Jaydev sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Mahatma Gandhi College, TRIVANDRUM. So over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to you all. Welcome to the third day on the 10-day national level research methodology program, jointly organized by PG Department of Commerce and the Research Center, Mahatma Gandhi College and the Indian Accounting Association. Fortunately, the theme of the present 10-day programs were highly relevant, and it truly reflects the exact practical utility for the entire research fraternity. Whenever we see or speak about the research, one of the main cardinal point is that, especially to the research scholars, they know the theoretical background might have learned from their PG level program. But still, our research scholars in general often find it difficult to learn the software related data analysis. Still, there are many pending doubts with reference to how to use the software, or where do we get such a software? Is there any software which is freely downloadable from the internet? All these things. Many pending doubts. In order to give a full-fledged idea for the budding researchers, many researchers or the many experts have devoted to give valid address to all such doubts. Fortunately, today we have one of the eminent faculties of in Kerala who often the expert services on the above matter. As rightly observed by the coordinator, Dr. Vinod, the current theme is open source software for inferential statistics, for which we have and one of the most eminent personality on the chair, who is none other than Dr. K.S.Sajan, who is working as assistant professor NSS College, Ottapalam. Prior to this service, he has served more than 4 training colleges all over the Kerala under Mahatma Gandhi University and Calicut University, some of them are NSS Training College of Pandalam, Sri Narayana College of Teacher Education, Marcus Training College, and HM Training College under the MG University. When I gone through his biodata, really I was fascinated that he is currently holding triple PG in diversified areas. He is having MSc degree with the MPhil and PhD in zoology, MA in sociology, and MD in education technology. Moreover, he is also having or holding many certified programs from the international university. Therefore, in this background, I think he has generated such a caliber to offer diversified services for the research students in their diversified area. Moreover, he has published more than 30 research works, which includes a textbook, handbook, module preparation for biology, population education, and home science. Some of his notable works were included the syllabus of University of Calicut, University of Kerala, Government of Kerala, and also he is holding the position of member of different board of studies, curriculum revision programs, and Kerala PSC examination bodies. In addition to this, his real interest in the field of education is education research statistics, education technologies, and for which he has offered his diversified services by acting as a resource person in many workshop and training program organized for college teachers, school teachers, academicians, and government servants with regard to the area of education research, statistics, and education technology. In addition to this, he has produced more than 300 educational learning materials related to educational psychology, educational research, statistics, and education research. In addition to this, some of his popular lectures were on delivered through Agashawani and Doordarshan, and also he has participated as the leading resource person with regard to the national level channel Swayam Prabha of NCERT. I think strongly feel that at least some of the eminent faculties of University of MG University and Calicut University might have attended his class at HRDC, TLC program and other organization for which he has served more than 100 sessions. Sir, on behalf of Department of Commerce, Mahatma Gandhi College, Keshodasapuram, Indian Accounting Association Kerala chapter, I extend my deep felt welcome for this particular program, sir. Also, I must welcome our principal to this particular program. Teacher is serving as a contributing effect for the successful of this particular. On behalf of the faculties of Department of Commerce, let me welcome our principal to this program. Also, the key person who is behind the curtain is none other than our head of the department, Dr. Dilip sir. Actually, he joined as an head of the department this particular academic year, but under his guidance, I think more than 3 eminent programs have been organized. All this showing the fact that our department is now on the forefront. Definitely, the research scholars and the students will get a fruitful result from this particular program. Last but not the least, the key man behind the program is none other than the coordinator, Dr. Vinod. His persistent enthusiasm and the consistent effort, in fact, materialized this particular program. Definitely, he deserves a special mention. And finally, I must welcome all the participants for this particular program. And I hope today's session will be really a fruitful one to improve your research expectation. Thank you. Thank you for all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, dear sir, for your words. So now it is the time to start the session. I welcome Dr.K.S.Sajan sir to have this session. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Vinod sir, Jaydev sir, HOD Dilip sir, Principal of NSS MG College, and all other faculties of Commerce in MG College, all participants, good evening to all. In the last COVID time, during the lockdown period, actually, I feel some difficulty to conduct a data analysis for my PG students. Actually, I am not from statistics background, but fortunately, I have to handle statistics in my college. And as I am interested in technology, I usually practiced them to use different applications to tackle with statistics. There are several complicated statistics applications are there, but it is not so easy to learn all. Fortunately, I have 1 or 2 sessions in statistical application SPSS in 10 or 12 years before. And I am much interested in the structure of SPSS, and I learned much. And I conducted several classes on SPSS directly. But during the lockdown period, actually, the problem starts. Why? Actually, SPSS is a proprietary software owned by IBM, and it costs, I think, more than 2 lakhs. I am not sure. Actually, then how I conduct all these classes and how I learn this, all because of the nature of Carelites, or only because of me. It is I use a pirated software, but actually it is not good to use pirated software. It is illegal, and moreover, it may make some difficulty in our system. And for our students too, they also feel that for this academic purpose itself, they use illegal software. And this is a type of plagiarism. And this is an unethical practice in research. And during this lockdown, I feel this problem much more. Why? Because I cannot give the materials to my students. I cannot guide them to conduct data analysis by their own machines, because it is not easy to send the pirated software. It is not easy to guide them to use them. So I explore many other ways. 5 or 10 years before, I already come across one interesting application in this field, and its name is PSPP, very similar to SPSS. The name is just shifted, PSPP. The structure of the platform is very similar to SPSS, and it is open source. And we can easily download from the website and we can use. But the problem is that even though it is very much similar to SPSS, the functions are very limited. We cannot use all the features we cannot use all the statistical methods in that application. So I just discard the software and again continue with the PSP. But fortunately, during the lockdown itself, I come across 2 other. In between, I have to mention that particular software. I try to learn R and coding, etc. But sure, as the case of many other students and teachers, I also feel very difficult to study the structure of R and RStudio, how to overlap R with RStudio, and how to code, how to conduct analysis with coding, etc. And during that time, I came across 2 other applications. One is Blue Sky Statistics and other is JAMOVI. And interestingly, I come across one more package, but that is not open, but it is very easy for students to handle. I will demonstrate that proprietary software first, then we can go for the open source. That proprietary software is nothing other than the Excel itself. I will share my screen, and then we can observe how can we convert our Excel. Excel means that is simply the Microsoft spreadsheet application. I will demonstrate how I convert this Excel into a data analysis pack. But again, it is not much for the complete analysis. Again, I am sure that for commerce and economics people, much complicated data analysis may require. I am not sure all these facilities are available in these packages, but I am sure that for students' work, it is more than enough, and for some research works. And in my field is in education. In education, faculties and research scholars usually not much use the statistics other than ANCOVA, post hoc analysis, ANOVA, regression. Yeah, I think that much their level. They will not, may not go for factorial analysis, etc., etc. Yeah, in some research they may use. And actually I learned statistics to teach my postgraduate students. So my knowledge in statistics is limited up to this, what is called, ANCOVA or ANOVA, not more than that. So I am sorry for that, but you can explore. The statistics people and commerce people can explore if their process of then again regarding the structural equation modeling. I think that feature is not in this particular application. But I think that is also not an integrated feature in IBM SPSS statistics. But you can add the plugin of structural equation modeling in SPSS. In that way, we can also explore adding many plugins into this application. That is the advantage. And again, it is coded on the open source software project R. So many statisticians and computer experts work on this field and create plugins for this particular application. Yeah, before going to that, I will demonstrate how to use this platform as a platform to use statistical analysis first. This is only for students, not for teachers. Yeah, I think just type your designation, name and designation in the chat box. And this is a hands-on session. So I request all participants to switch on their laptops and connect to either in any operating system, Linux, Windows, or Macintosh. Connect into internet, and please be ready to make a hands-on downloading, installation, and starting the statistical package. We can freely download, not this application. This is again a proprietary software by Microsoft. Yeah, I will share my screen. I'll share my entire screen. Please wait. I think my screen is visible there. Please respond.
Yes, sir, it's visible. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. Here in Microsoft Excel, in the file menu, it is available only in version 2010 and above. In the file menu, there is an area file menu. There is an option known as options. Click on options, and it will lead to a window like this. I think my screen is somewhat zoomed to get. Yeah, it will make.
Yes, sir, it's visible. It's visible. Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. In this category, we can add some plugins or add-ins into this Microsoft Excel. And such an option, add-ins, is there. Click on this add-ins.
So there is a question in the chat box, sir. Can you please explain once again? One.
Yeah. Okay. Click on the file menu. Yeah, it is available. Again, it is available only on Excel version 2010 and above. Usually, many teachers, many students may use 2007. In such applications, it may not be available. Okay, there's a problem with my program. It may restart it. Then, if it is not there, your application may be in 2007 version. If these options are not there, otherwise it will be there. Okay. My Excel is loading. Please wait. Okay. Just close these applications. No, I want to use. Yeah. Click on this file menu. Click on this file menu. It will open a list of tools here, in which the lower part there is an option known as options. Click on options. It will lead to a window like this, and in which there is an area known as add-ins. Click on add-ins. It will help you to open or add many things to your Microsoft Excel. And one of the add-in is already installed, but it is not activated. We can activate it by clicking here. Manage Excel add-ins. Okay. What are the Excel add-ins available? Click on Go. Click on the button Go. Manage Excel add-ins. Click on Go. Then you will provided with a small window like this, in which there is an analysis tool pack kit is there. Analysis tool pack. Just tick this. I already ticked before. Just tick this and click OK. That's all we need to start with analysis tool pack in Excel. Okay, then we can go for analysis, right? Whether it is clear or I have to repeat it again?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Now I am going for analysis, actual data analysis. Yeah, then where we can observe the data analysis pack. I would like to open any file with the data. Yeah, I think this is enough. Yeah, there is a set of data. This I will explain the structure. This is some subject. They coded it. And this is type of management. Again, some code is given. This is achievement test score, one test score. And this is, okay, attitude test score. We can rename attitude test score. Okay. Then we can save it. And I would like to find out mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and to test an inferential analysis to test whether there exists any significant difference in achievement based on the subject. I think there are only 2 subjects here. Yeah. Then a basic thing regarding the t-test. T-test can be conducted in, I think all of you from commerce background, or at least research scholars or teachers, those who have some fundamental idea regarding statistics, what is t-test and in which situation we can use t-test, etc. If anyone cannot follow what is meant by t-test and in which situation we can use t-test, just type in the chat box and then I can briefly explain. Okay, if there is a hypothesis like null hypothesis like there is no significant difference between 2 categories on a particular independent variable. Like here, achievement is an independent variable, and this independent variable achievement is not significantly differ in 2 categorical variable like subject here. this code 1 for science and 2 for humanities, say for example. Similarly, we may make hypotheses like whether there exists any significant difference in intelligence based on gender. Males possess more intelligence or female possess more intelligence. Such research questions may arise by psychology people. In such situations, we usually use the test of student thesis. Independent sample t-test can be used in such situations. So in that situation, we have to use this inferential statistics. Here in Excel itself, we can directly use this particular statistics. How? Just click on the data. Here there is a menu, data. My mouse is moving there. You can observe data. And in the right hand side of this ribbon, a new data analysis pack may appear. This will appear only if we activated the data pack. Otherwise, it may not be there. Okay, that is the only thing I already conducted before. Then just click on this data analysis pack. Then what is the problem is that the structure of this data is not suitable to conduct analysis in this, because in SPSS or any other statistical package, they need categorical variable and independent variable in 2 separate columns. But here it demands in another way. We can observe what is the difference. See here, ANOVA, correlation, covariance, descriptive statistics, F-test, Fourier test, histogram, random number generation, rank preference, regression, sampling. I don't know all these tests. I know only this particular test. T-test for 2 samples assuming equal variance or unequal variance. Here I will select equal variance. Actually, we have to test a homogeneity test first in order to assure whether it is. Now I just assume they have equal variance. I just leave what is variance, etc. here. Okay, usually we have to use this particular test, t-test for 2 samples. That means they are independent samples. If they are paired, we have to use another test. Okay, these are actually, what is meant by paired and independent means these 2 categories are not produced from the same individual. That is, science student is not humanities student. Humanities student is not science student. They are independent of each other. That is the only thing. For example, if a student have produced the same test scores, before the experiment, the student gives some test score. After the experiment, the student gives some test score. The test scores are given by the same student. Then we have to go for the paired sample t-test, that or correlated sample t-test. Here, the values are given by 2 independent persons or categories. One from science groups and other from humanities group, here the subject. So I select this t-test for 2 sample assuming equal variance and click OK. Then what is the difficulty of this structure is that we have to select the first category and then we have to select the second category. But it is not in a proper order. So I have to make a proper order first. How to make proper order? Just sort the data in subject, based on subject. Okay, now the science students come first, the 111 in the first and then 222 in the lower area. That means now the achievement test score and attitude test scores of science students come first and then humanities students. Then again click data and click on data analysis and go for t-test for 2 sample assuming equal variance, click OK. Then I can select the first data range from either you can directly type here or using the Excel code, but you may feel some difficulty. Yeah, here up to this level, that is up to the end of the code 1. Code 1 means science students. Up to the end of code 1, in the subject category, I select the first variable. Then in the variable 2, I select data from the lower area, that is from the code 2. Yeah. Now variable 1 range and the variable 2 range are selected. Then it is for single sample t-test, hypothesized mean difference. I am not selecting that. Then if there is any significant difference, if you need a label, you can just click. And the result, now the result, where is the result? We can give the result in this sheet itself or in another sheet. I can select here itself, output range. I can click on the output range. And I would like to get the result here. So I just click this cell and go back. Okay, in that particular cell, the result will appear. Click OK. Now it is calculating. And this is the result. T-test. Mean value this, variance is this, observance number of participants this, and pooled variance is this, hypothesis is 0, no problem, degrees of freedom 394, and T statistics is 1.76. I'll show the result clearly. Now I think it is very visible there. I can home. Yeah, I think here I can zoom it. Yeah. Now it is very visible thing. I think visible for you. I think the 2 sample t-test. This is for one category and this is for another category. And what they use this 29 and 21. This is the just select the first value in that group to identify. That's all. Then the t value is there, and if the you can go for the two-tailed p value and it is not significant. That means there is no difference in achievement based on the subject, humanities and what is called science. I just give some examples. Okay, this is the method to utilize analysis tool pack directly in Excel, and you can copy and paste in your result. You can conduct ANOVA in the same way, but I am not going much for this aspect because our hands-on experience. If anyone feel difficulty to locate this data analysis pack, please open the mic and please speak. Data analysis pack. I am reading a research scholar. Please cannot follow Mr. Anthony. Okay. I think I already explained what is meant by what is the purpose of students t-test. It is to test.
Actually, you have gone a little faster, sir. I could not follow it. That's why.
Okay. Yeah. Whether you locate this data analysis tool in your Excel sheet.
Yes, sir. I could locate.
Yeah,
sir, but
that's enough. The later thing you can just use your logic because all the things are self-explanatory. I will just remove these things and again go back here. Now I will explain again the same thing. This is the achievement test scores. This is the attitude test score. This is the type of subject category. This is the type of management category. Type of management means their institutions, either aided or government or self-financing. There are 3 categories, I think. Okay. If so, how to test a hypothesis that whether there an objective to find out whether there exists any significant difference in the mean scores of achievement for the subsamples categorized based on subject, or simply compare mean scores based on subject. That means we conduct an environmental awareness achievement test for the students of humanities students and science students. Okay, say for example, and we collect data and we try to find out whether humanities students or science students excel more in environmental awareness. Actually, this is an environmental awareness test, just for an example. And that objective is to find out whether there exists any significant difference in two categories. Okay. Then for that purpose, usually the null hypothesis is that there exists no difference. No difference. That is a null hypothesis. In order to test that hypothesis, we usually use a statistical test, and its name is student's t-test. That's a basic thing. And in order to find out whether there exists any significant difference, how to utilize a student's t-test in this. I am not aware of the formula x1 minus x1 bar minus x2 bar divided by root of something is there to find out the t-test formula. And it is very time-consuming process to manually calculate a t-value for the whole sample. So in that case, that is I think this is the minimum inferential statistics I learned. Then yeah, chi-square is there. T-test, ANOVA, chi-square. These are the minimum inferential. What is meant by inferential? Inferential mean from the values of the sample, can we infer the values of population? Can we assign anything, can you make any inference regarding population? Why we conduct research? Why we collect samples? From the values of the sample, we have to infer something regarding the population. If there is a difference, yeah, actually, in this result, there is a difference in the mean value for humanities and science. But actually, whether that difference will reflect in the population or not, that is calculated using this inferential. That is why it is called as inferential statistics. Why t-test is called as an inferential statistics is because using that value, we can infer whether the difference observed in our sample will reflect in the population or not. Clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I think I can go for the statistical analysis here. Click on the data menu and click on data analysis. Okay. Here actually the structure of the data have to be arranged. Yeah, we can arrange in another way too. So, for example, this is the humanities student score. This is humanities student score, and this is science student scores. Okay, I made two columns for the scores of the humanities students and science students. Then you will be find more easy to identify. Yeah, this is the scores of humanities. That is, it is coded as 1. I just pasted it here. Now I can copy the values of science students. Yeah, now I copy this value and will paste here. Actually, this is the best structure for data analysis in Excel. And we can now select data analysis, t-test to sample, assuming equal variance. Okay. Now I have to reselect this value label. Here, this is the range for humanities students. Okay, and this is, here I can select this as the range for science students. Okay, now output range, where to display the result. Here I can select any blank cell, just select any blank cell. Yeah, this is the cell where I would like to get the result. Okay, now just click on OK button. The result will be displayed here. Humanities, so here you can observe directly the title as Humanities students and Science students score. The mean value of Humanities students is only 22, but the value of the mean score of Science students is more. So usually you may think that science students possess more environmental awareness than the humanities students. In order to test whether this difference is only by chance or if again it is there or not, we conduct this test and we can go for the test value here. And actually, I will explain if in a large sample size, if the value is greater than 1.96, that is a criterion value 1.96 and 2.58. These are the two criterion value. For humanities subjects like commerce, economics, education, we usually use this criterion value for the 95% level of confidence is 1.96. If the obtained p-value is greater than 1.96, we can say that there is a significant difference. Otherwise, there is no difference. The obtained value 1.78 is less than 1.96. So there is no difference in the performance of humanities students and science students in population. This difference, there is a 4-mark difference is there. 3-mark difference. There is a 3-mark difference is there. This difference is only by chance. This is come under the 5% error. Usually we need a 95% level of confidence to say there exists a significant difference. We have no such confidence to say that this difference will reflect in population. So this value shows that, this t-value shows that there is no difference. This is the inference we can arrive at using this sample. And this can also be calculated from the two-tailed value here. If the value is greater than 0.05, there is no difference. The value should be less than 0.05 for a significant difference. And this denotes the percentage of confidence. This percentage is given in the form of fraction. That means there is a chance of 7.4% of error may happen if we take this difference for the population. That means the confidence is reduced to 93 point something, 93.6%. Our confidence may be reduced. We need a confidence of 95% level. For that purpose, we need a higher t-value. But this result shows that there is no difference. Now, I think this hypothesis is very clear for you and its inference is clear. And how I test using this Excel application is very clear for you. And now give me a feedback, then we can go for the next application, that is open source. Just give me a feedback.
Yes, sir. Well explained, sir. It's go. Okay, sir.
Oh.
Participants, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, sir will go for the next talk. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think I think we can go for the installation of the open source software. Here I explain only the t-test. Other ANOVA and other tests are there. We can learn all such things. We can learn all such things later because the amazing application is there. There are two applications I have to demonstrate. The one is nothing other than JAMOVI. Just type the just type the address JAMOVI in Google and search it, and you just search directly. This link is there in the chat box. No need, if you are attending in mobile phone, you cannot copy this link into your desktop. So very easy method is just open a blank Chrome tab and just type JAMOVI. JAMOVI software, JAMOVI, JAMOVI, and download the software. Click open. I think this is a 256 MB file size, quarter of a GB. So it may take some time. If it takes some time, just keep it there. Or if your internet is so fast to download, you can download and install. Otherwise, just observe my screen. I think Vinod sir will record this session and give the recording later. Then after obtaining the recorded version, you can complete installation process and all such things later. If your internet speed is very low, just observe what I am explaining. If your internet speed is adequate to download and install this this JAMOVI 1.6.23, this is the best one. jamovi.org, in which click on this download link, JAMOVI software, click on download link, and you will be directed to this page, jamovi.org/download. Here there are two versions, latest versions are there, in which 1.6.23 is the best one. This is a test version. You can also use this test version, but many latest features are there. If you are like to experiment with JAMOVI, you can go for this. If you need a solid version means without any bugs and any issues. This is a test version. They publish a test version, and from the feedback of the users, they customize this later, and the steady version will publish after 1 or 2 years. Okay, you can either go for this 2 version or 1.6. And if you are using a Macintosh computer, that is Apple computer, you can go for this. If you are in Linux, you can use this file. And if you are using Chrome OS, you can use this. I think majority of us using Windows, so you can click here, directly click here, download it, click next, and install. The installation itself, in order to demonstrate the installation itself, it may take 1 hour. Because it is not so easy to download a quarter GB file for some people, some students. So I usually in my class, I ask students to download in this day and practice in next day. I will continue the class. But here it is not possible to continue in next day. So we can go for the demonstration further. I already downloaded it, installed it in my computer, so I can just open it. Okay, from the start button, just type JAMOVI. Actually, I already installed, so it is there. 1.6.23 version is there. Click open, and it will lead you the JAMOVI file. And actually, the memory RAM may be consumed by JAMOVI as similar to that of SPSS. So it may take some time to open JAMOVI. Don't be hurry. Just click JAMOVI and wait. This V will appear first, and we have to wait for some time. I already opened it before in order to save the time. Okay, now it is clear how to open JAMOVI. How to download? Yes, sir. Yeah. Just note down the name of the files from the chat box. It may disappear after the meet. So note down the name jamovi.org. Click on download button. Then what is the advantage of this JAMOVI is that we can directly copy paste from our Excel file. Usually we may like to create data in this Excel. or any spreadsheets, because it is easy for students to type data. Actually, JAMOVI can also, there is an option to type data directly. We can type here, but usually it is uncommon to type directly here. So type and keep data in this way in Excel or any other spreadsheet, and we can export this data to JAMOVI. I will show. I may remove these unwanted things here. Otherwise, it will appear there. Actually, the structure of the data is best in this way. Name of the student is not important, but his subject, his type of management of the school. That is why it is needed, because I want to compare based on their type of management, and I want to establish a relation between achievement and attitude test score in order to test whether there exists any significant correlation. And I want to make a regression equation. In such cases, this much data is enough. And I will explore all those things in JAMOVI here. Actually, I would like to save this file. Okay, now minimize it and open the JAMOVI. Click on this hamburger line, 3 lines here. See, 3 lines are here. Can you observe this? 3 lines.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, click on these 3 lines. There is an option to import. Import means import data from any spreadsheets. Okay, here I would like to browse my computer to open this particular file. Open. Now I am waiting to load the data. Here, file imported, import successful. See, subject, type of management, achievement, attitude, all such data are here, but some blank variables are here, because JAMOVI already presented some blank variables A, B, C here. Just select this and remove. Just select and remove, delete variables. Okay, yes. Now it is very clear. Subject, type of management, achievement. Why there is no scores here? Yeah, scores are there. It is not displayed. That's okay. Subject, type of management, achievement test score, attitude. Very similar to that of this Excel file. That is, this Excel file is imported there. Now, if no need in Excel, I can just close this, because all these applications may make some lag in my computer in order to function for this JAMOVI. Now, the variable name, if you are familiar with SPSS, you may know that we have to change the data view and the variable view in the lower area. No such complexities is there. See, the variable name is displayed there directly. And we can go for analysis. Directly, we can go for the analysis. If you double click on this subject, the area where we can edit the variable name will appear. Just double click on the subject, a new area will appear where you can edit the name of the subject. You can edit the labels name. Here one denotes for science stream or science students. I just replace with the letter science, and this 2 for humanities, just replace it with humanities. Yeah. Then now what happened? All the 1 will converted into science and the 2 are converted into humanities. Then just click on this upper arrow. Yeah, it will again closed. Similarly, you can convert type of management. This 1 stands for aided aided school, or 2 stands for government school, and 3 stands for what is unaided schools. Okay, then again we can just close this. Here the letters are replaced. Actually, there is no need of coding here. And again, one more correction needed there. You may aware of there are 4 types of data: ordinal, nominal, interval, and ratio. That is continuous data and categorical data. Actually, this achievement test score is a continuous score or categorical. Can you explain? Achievement test score is categorical data or continuous data? Just tell. Anyone please tell. Achievement test score is categorical or continuous? Yeah, it is a construct, yeah, but yeah, continuous. Yes, thank you. It is continuous data. In the chat box, the answer is that. Thank you, Pravina, teacher. It is continuous data. But gender is a categorical data. Type of management is a categorical data. That is denoted by this letter. Categorical data is denoted by 3 round structures. Scale is converted in the figure of a scale. There is a scale figure is there, a yellow figure. But actually what happened is, unfortunately, due to the structure of my data, JAMOVI considered achievement as a categorical data. We have to change it. Again, double click here. We can change it into nominal into continuous. It selects as a nominal data. I just change it into continuous data. Okay, now see. Here, subject, type of management, achievement, and attitude. Now it is very clear. Now we can go for analysis. Students can easily copy and paste the result directly from this right window. Here actually, there is no output page as in SPSS. All will appear in this window. In this white space, all will appear. Just click on what? T-tests. Here T-tests are there. Here again, independent sample t-test or paired sample t-test. Here we can go for independent sample t-test. And here the result will appear. There is a reference we can given. We are conducted the analysis with JAMOVI. You can add this reference into your dissertation or thesis. Okay, such a window is there. And this is the result. Independent sample t-test. Result will appear in the form of tables there. Again, I think my system, I would like to stop my camera. And again, I want to stop anything more from here. Yeah, I would like to stop the camera. Then any much applications open, not much. Again, anything here. Only this pointer now, but this pointer is needed. Here, this is the structure of the result, but result is not there. We have to add dependent variable and grouping variables to these 2 cells. For example, we want to test whether the achievement, that is the dependent variable, is depend upon subject grouping variable. That means subject is humanities and science. Whether there exists any significant difference in achievement based on the subject. That is our question. Then the t value appeared there, the same 1.79. This value is obtained in our Excel sheet. Then we want to test mean difference, effect size, then many other tests, Mann-Whitney use, Welch tests, Bayes factor tests, such tests are there. Then confidence interval, 95% level. I want to get the mean, median, mode, etc. So we can select descriptives. And if you want to get a graph, you can select descriptive plots. And if you want to test homogeneity or equal variance, normality test, QQ plot, PP plot, such things are there. I am not much aware of these tests, but we have to test at least homogeneity. in order to verify whether there exists a significant difference in variance. Assuming equal variance, what's the result? Here we can observe the result. Actually, the result is, you can zoom on the right side of the screen. In mobile phone, you can zoom on the right side of the screen. You will be provided the results there. What all results? Students t-test, statistic value, degrees of freedom, p-value. P-value means the probability of committing the error is more than 7%. So there is no significant difference. That null hypothesis is accepted. Okay, that's enough but we can get the mean, median, standard deviation, standard error from these areas for science students and humanities students. Then means plot. From this figure also, we can observe there existed difference, but that difference is only for sample, not for population. Because this value, because here there is a higher level of overlapping. See, if this overlapping is less, this is the highest value in this category and this is the lowest value in this category, and there is a significant overlapping between these two categories. So it is sure that there exists no significant difference, even though the difference is evident in our sample. In our sample, there may be some much difference may be there, but such difference will not reflect in population. We cannot infer there exists a difference in the population regarding this. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how to conduct analysis, and all the tests are so simple in JAMOVI. That's why I suggest JAMOVI. Even in PSPP, the structure, they try to make similar structure with SPSS, and then it make complex. But here the structure is so simple. You can just copy this table. Just copy this table and you can paste in your Excel sheet or a Word file. That means in your result chapter, usually you make the result chapter in Word file. You can just copy and paste, or you can save it, or you can export directly into different formats like PDF or web. These are the only two formats, PDF or web form. But actually we need the format in Word. So we just copy and open in Excel. I would like to open Excel because there may be some blank cells. You can remove blank cells using Excel, and then from Excel you can copy directly into your Word files. Okay, I am going to demonstrate how to remove blank cells. There's a chance of so many blank cells in a, then what else? Okay, this is, yeah, yes, I went to later. Now I just paste the result here. See here, so many blank columns are there, not cells. I can remove this column, and there is another blank column is there. I just remove. Here also a blank column is there. Here also a blank column is there. Yeah, here also a blank column is there. Now I think it is suitable to now it is suitable to export, now copy and paste into our Word file. The structure is so good for a t-test. The table is not complete here. We have to copy the other cells too. We have to copy this cell and have to paste here and modify accordingly and copy this from here to Word file. That is the best thing to copy the result directly into your Word file. No need to go for any statisticians to conduct your analysis. Just learn basic statistical techniques for analyzing hypotheses. You can ask some of the questions. I am not fully confident to explain all the statistics for all the different types of hypotheses, but I am aware of some of the statistical procedure used by the education people. Education means faculty of education. Faculty of education, you may be aware that for teacher education, B.Ed, M.Ed, and research in education, there is a faculty of education. In that faculty, they usually use these independent paired sample t-test, ANOVA, ANCOVA, the post-hoc analysis, correlation and regression, not much more that. But here, actually, these t-tests for experimental study, we need a paired sample t-test. That is available here in one sample t-test. And for ANOVA, yeah, I can demonstrate ANOVA using the same data. Here, I want to modify the data once again. There are some blank variables here also. I want to remove it. Yeah. Now, again, I can remove these variables because it is very easy to explain. Yeah, actually, there is a 1.96. The result we already created will make this problem. Okay, now it is the data structure is very clear. Now I think I can explain the structure of ANCOVA. Sorry, ANOVA, not ANCOVA. I can explain the purpose of ANOVA. ANOVA means what is the purpose of ANOVA is that ANOVA is a statistical test. It is used. Anyone can explain what's the purpose of ANOVA? Anyone? I think many who are well in statistics are there than me. You can explain what's the purpose of ANOVA. If we have 3 groups to compare, that is more than 2 groups. Actually, in this category, there are only 2 groups, science and humanities. And if we compare science with humanities, there is a chance of error 5%. But if we make similar pairs here in the second set of data, that is type of management, aided versus government, aided versus unaided, unaided versus government, 3 pairs will appear. Actually, in the first case, only 1 pair is there. In the second case, we have to compare 3 pairs. If we compare pairwise using t-test, the chance of committing error will more. So never use, that is the first assumption of conducting a t-test is that our independent categorical data should be dichotomous. Dichotomous means there should be only 2 categories. If there are more than 2 categories, we cannot use t-test. We have to again compare whether there exists any significant difference in the mean scores of achievement based on type of management. Based on type of management, there is a problem is that there are 3 categories. Aided schools are there, government, some of the students are from aided schools, some of the students are from government school, and some of the students are from unaided school. Which student possesses more environmental awareness? That we have to explore. If we like to explore such things, we have to go for another type of analysis. That analysis is known as ANOVA. Why we use ANOVA, that is already explained by me. And if the value of the ANOVA is greater than the table value, there exists a significant difference, otherwise no difference. That is the hypothesis. We create, that is the result. We create a hypothesis such that there exists no difference in environmental awareness based on the type of management. That is the hypothesis we created. And based on that hypothesis, we are going to conduct this analysis ANOVA. Okay, for that purpose, we can click on this particular button, ANOVA. Then there are different types of ANOVA. Many different types of ANOVA may be needed by the commerce people. MANOVA, ANCOVA, MANCOVA. Okay, different types of analysis of variance are there. Then Kruskal-Wallis test, Friedman test, all different types of non-parametric tests are also available here. I think in the latest version of JAMOVI, more options may be available. Okay, now I would like to click on this one-way ANOVA. One way, one way ANOVA means there is only a single dependent variable, that is achievement test. Dependent variable is only one single category, that is achievement. See, the result will generated here. Here, one way ANOVA table structure is the click here, achievement, then click subject, sorry, click type of management. This is the grouping variable. There are three types, you know, aided, government, and unaided. Added here. And click on descriptive statistics. A new table will appear here. Here you can observe aided number of students 36, government number of students 226, unaided number of students 139. Their mean value will be there. Their standard deviation, standard error, etc. are here. Okay. Then you can get a descriptive plot, that is a graph. And if you want to get more data, you can search here. Then I am going to test whether there exists a significant difference from the F value. From the F value, I cannot get any conclusion, but I am going for this P value. As the P value is greater than 0.05, that is 95% of confidence. Only 5% of error, that is 0.05. As the value is greater than 0.05, there is no difference. That means these three groups are not significantly differ each other. Actually, see here in the mean value, there is a difference. The highest score, mean score, is obtained for unaided students. The lowest score is produced by government school students. But this is by chance. This is come under the 5% error. Not we have no confidence to tell that this difference is there in our what is called in our sample, population. Okay, I think the values are very clear for you now. I am sure that in internet, when my screen is reached to you, yeah, clear. From the value of the F value is very small, 0.666, and the P value is 0.5. It should be less than 0.05. That means 0.04 or 0.001, 0.00001. In that way, we can, if the obtained P value is very less, there exists a difference. I think it is clear. Now, I think if there is a difference, we need to explain in which category that, which pair that difference exists. For that purpose, we need a post hoc analysis. It is called as post hoc analysis. But in this case, post hoc analysis is not needed. See, it is very clear that there is no difference, and the graph is there. It also shows there is no difference. Then we have to go for post hoc analysis in some cases, such as if the value is greater than 12 or 13, the F value is a huge value, 36.5. If we obtain such a huge F value and the P is very less, 0.0002, that means there exists a difference. But we have to make assure which pair, here in this data it is not clear, which pair differ each other. For that purpose, we need a post hoc analysis. There are so many different types of post hoc analysis available in SPSS, but here Games-Howell and Turkey. Games-Howell and Turkey. Games-Howell for unequal variance and Turkey for equal variance. I assume equal variance. Otherwise, I have to go for a homogeneity test. Okay, here I assume for a Turkey equal variance. Now its result will appear here. This is the post hoc analysis table. And there is no need to go for this table as the F value is small. If the F value is great, we have to compare here. Aided versus aided, no result. Aided versus government, aided versus unaided, government versus government, there is no value. Government versus unaided. In that way, we can compare the values, and based on the value, we can make sure that whether exists a significant difference or not. Actually, and if there is a difference, it will a star marked. There is an asterisk sign is there, and there is a note will be appear there. The star denotes there exists a significant difference. But here in this case, there is no difference. That is why this Turkey post hoc analysis will not reveal any good result. Okay, now I think ANCOVA is also good for you. Then I think I can go for regression and correlation. Or before going for regression or going correlation, many of the statistical experts may like to know whether we can do this thing and those things here. I am not confident to explain all those things, but there is an option that we can add modules. Here there is a plus button on the right hand corner. If your system is connected to internet, you can search for many JAMOVI or other libraries, and you can search for many modules. If you are able to identify these tools, you can add it. I am not familiar with these type of methods: Bayesian method, MedMod, effect size, anti-confidence intervals for R and JAMOVI. So many things are there. You can add all these tests into this platform. Actually, these tests are not added. You have to download and install into this. This is actually can be called as plugins. You can add these modules into JAMOVI. Survival, J-survival, survival modules, FlexPlot. I am not aware of these different types. Cluster analysis, continuous norming, the R datasets, StatCat. So many complex analysis tools are there. And again, these are from JAMOVI library. You can go for R library and you can add that event to, because this JAMOVI is based on R. Actually, it is not command prompt. It is graphical user interface, GUI. So R is converted into GUI by JAMOVI. So it is given free for us. This is an open project and it is given free for us. You can download it and use it freely. And in that way, this is very easy to manage. And it is not so complex as in SPSS2. Any graduate student can easily learn what are the methods here. And here I am not going to explore these descriptives, simply like a mean, median, mode, etc. Such things are also here. You can just copy the aptitude test scores as a variable, and you can get a split up by type of management. And you can just select mean, median, mode, skewness, kurtosis, sum, no need of sum, minimum value, maximum value, variances, all those such things are here. And again, normality test, Shapiro-Wilk normality test is added, and different types of graphs are here. Histogram, box plot, QQ plot, bar plot. Okay, I would like to add histogram and box plot. Now the result is appeared here. Here, based on type of management, aided students, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value, all those things. And different types of plots are here. Then a box plot is available here. And this is the beauty of this JAMOVI application. Many new research papers, you may found these type of graphs. It is created by JAMOVI. And you can give this reference to. That is for research scholars. not for graduate students or postgraduate students. And now I am going for correlation analysis. Click on this correlation. I want to test whether there exists a significant correlation between achievement and attitude, achievement test score and attitude test score. I would like to get a score. And there are different types of correlation coefficients, Pearson's, Spearman, Kendall-Tabus. Then I select Pearson, and I have to know whether the correlation is significant or not. So click on flag significant correlation. Then the results are appeared here. You can watch the result. Yeah, if you need a correlation matrix, but actually this correlation matrix is not so good, because if the number is so small, the correlation matrix may be beautiful. A correlation matrix will appear here. This correlation matrix is not so good as the number is high. So okay, it will be, yeah. Now check for the correlation value. This is the attitude test score. This is achievement test score, and the correlation value is 0.008. That means the correlation is near to 0. There is no correlation, but actually it is a negligible negative correlation is there, but it is very minute. And it is not significant from the p-value, as the value is greater than 0.05. There is no significant correlation. Actually, there is no correlation and it is not significant. That is a result. Such a result is explained by this diagram. The attitude and achievement is not correlated in this data. Okay, now you can create a regression equation using the same linear regression. Okay, again, partial correlation and so many things are there. I am not aware or not go for such things here. Then we can create linear regression equation by using this symbol method, and you can go for the R and R square values here, and from the values you can create the equations. The constants are here, and based on the constants you can create the linear equation. Again, model builder, other so many things are here. Okay, you can explore if you are interested in many other statistics. So many other things are here. Just click and add. Then frequency distribution tables can be created. Then factor analysis can be conducted. And one thing I would like to add here, this is a module added by me, just to test whether the module work here or not. Here, different types of other types of correlations are also there. I think this is all about this JAMOVI, a platform. I'm sure that it is not so easy for all to follow the class, because a basic knowledge in inferential statistics is needed. T-test, ANOVA, ANCOVA, such things. Yeah, you can go for ANCOVA here also. Such things are needed to follow this class. I already mentioned that I just show the use of an open source software for data analysis, not for the interpretation part, etc. One more such application is there, and its name is PSPP, but I think that application is not so good as this JAMOVI. You can just again just search and download. That is advantage. PSPP. Just click, and you can just show this is a GNU project, open source project, somewhat like that. This is the symbol of this PSPP application. From this link, you can download the software. I already installed this also. PSPP. This is the shape of the icon for the desktop. And one more application is Blue Sky Statistics. Blue Sky Statistics. Why I not demonstrate all those things? Because all the features, I explained all the features are there in JAMOVI, but not all the features in other applications. Blue sky statistics. Okay, then one more thing, we can conduct analysis like scale. Scale analysis means in order to test validity of our tool and the reliability of our tool, we may use some tests like, I forgot the name of the test. Not critical values. Reliability analysis. For reliability analysis, we may conduct some tests. Such tests are available in JAMOVI, but not in SPSS. Sorry, PSPP, not available in PSPP. Then inter-item correlation for Edward method of item analysis. For standardization of a tool, we may use validity and reliability analysis. Such analysis, many of the analyses are available in JAMOVI. That's why in my request, just explore this particular tool, JAMOVI. No need to go for SPSS or blue sky statistics. You can just download and explore all the features here in this particular application. I am not sure whether all you can follow my class or not, because it is somewhat technical and somewhat needs some statistics background also. Now I would like to get a feedback and interaction from you, and if you have any doubts regarding this, you can directly ask to me.
Friends, there's a time for interaction. If you have any doubts regarding the topics we have discussed here, you can ask questions directly to sir, or you can put it in the chat box. I will definitely ask for you. Sir, there is a question from one of our participants. Please give the example for reliability test of questionnaire.
Yeah, actually, I forgot the name of the test. How to it may be available here itself. The reliability analysis.
Cronbach alpha.
Yeah, Cronbach. Yeah, thank you, Mini teacher. Cronbach alpha. Cronbach alpha. You can conduct Cronbach alpha. Actually, Cronbach alpha again make a comparison between items, whether the total score and each item is interrelated. Such an analysis is conducted in Cronbach alpha, and if the value is 0.8 and above, the tool is considered to be good one. Such an analysis can be conducted here. There is an option to analysis scale analysis. It is known as scale analysis.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a question. I don't know. Vinit sir, comparing more than 2 means. There is a question from your side. You can ask it directly, sir. Vinit sir.
Sir, it was not a question. He asked why ANOVA is used. That's all.
Yeah, I think we have put a question. So there is a question from Reshma. What is the difference between Turkey and James Howell in post-hoc analysis?
Yeah, actually, why we select these two types of tests are, if there is a homogeneity, actually, the tests like ANOVA is very robust. Even though our data is not homogeneous, we can go with the tests. And if there is no homogeneity, we cannot go with all the post-hoc tests. In such situations, for that purpose, we have to conduct another analysis, homogeneity tests, Levens statistics, etc. If okay, if there is no homogeneity, we can go for James Howell. Otherwise, we can go for Turkey.
So there is a question. So there is one of the participants who joined after starting our session. JAMOVI is freely downloadable. There is a question. Is it freely downloadable?
JAMOVI is freely downloadable. Just go for JAMOVI in Google search, and you will reach the JAMOVI site. It is an open source software. You can download, you can distribute, you can modify. The code is available. You can create, if you are expert, you can create modules for JAMOVI, and you can add JAMOVI to that. Such things are possible.
Sir, there is a question from Shantakumar sir. Is
Yeah.
there any open software for developing structural equation model?
Actually, I am not able to answer that question. I also search for such element there, but that is not obtained. Okay. I found that structural equation modeling in R and this SPSS, but in R it is very complex, I think. And for this education people, they are not much interested in why. I don't know why this structural equation modeling.
Any more questions, please?
Which runs in R.
Sir,
Yeah.
there is a question.
Dr. Praveen, I think answer for me.
Sir, you can give your email ID and for getting clarification, you can put in the chat.
Yeah,
box.
I will give my email ID, sajan@nssce.org. My phone number is 9496354916.
So participants can interact with us, sir. If you have
Yeah.
any doubts regarding any of the application, please make a call or message to sir.
Yeah, okay,
So,
okay, no problem.
I think we can go for the final part.
Okay.
So, thank you, sir, for this informative session. So now I welcome Dr. Sumita, Assistant Professor, Commerce, Mahatma Gandhi College, Trivandrum, for delivering the vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to one and all. Respected Chairman for today's session, Dr. K.S.Sajan, sir. Most respected Principal of Mahatma Gandhi College, Trivandrum, Dr. Ambli, ma'am. Our Head of the Department, Dr. Dilip, sir. Program Coordinator, Dr. Vinod, sir. My dear colleagues and all the participants. On behalf of the Department of Commerce, Mahatma Gandhi College, Trivandrum, I would like to take this opportunity to extend a heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Sajan, sir, for a wonderful session on open source software for inferential statistics. Sir, your session was very informative, sharing from the very basics of doing analysis using Excel to demonstrating JAMOVI as to how various tests can be undertaken for doing analysis. I'm pretty sure that we have gained a lot from the session. It was indeed an honor learning from you. Thank you once again. Our sincere thanks to our beloved principal, Dr. Ambli, ma'am, for her encouragement and support. Thank you, ma'am. I would also like to thank our head of the department, Dr. Dilip, sir, for his constant support and guidance. Thank you very much, sir. Our program coordinator, Dr. Vinod, sir, has taken a lot of effort to make this research talk series possible. Thank you, sir. Also, a very big thank you to all my colleagues and to all the participants who have joined us here today. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher. Now the session came to an end, and tomorrow's session will start exactly by 5 o'clock. So thank you, Sajan sir, once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sajan sir, once
giving
again
me-
to become a part of our research talk series. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dilip, sir.